3, 2, 1.
Hello, today I'm going to talk about the 3 subjects I've learned in math. So the first unit we learned was number sentence, and our second unit was statistics and probability, and our most recent unit was algebra. So my favorite unit so far has been Unit 3 algebra. So in Unit 3 we learned about the value of each variable, making rules for each patterns, expanding an equation, learning about binomials, multiplying them, patterns and sequences, linear equation, how to turn the linear equation to standard form and slope-intercept form, and how we could turn a graph into a linear equation or a table into a linear equation. So I found this unit interesting because it was quite fun and it was very enjoyable. I was able to write everything and I was able to look at my own work and say that is it correct, and I was also fun making the rules up. So the summative task for this unit was a paper written test about patterns and converting a linear equation into a slope-intercept form, standard form, finding the gradient and the x and y intercept, and putting it in the coordinates and graphing it onto a graph. And some of the equations were to complete the table or to find the linear equation. So the criteria that was graded was criteria B, which was finding the patterns in each equation. And I think I did well because I was able to show my understanding of the patterns and describing the rule, and I was able to make up my own rules and provide it with examples. And I feel like I could have done better if I made a conclusion of what my rule was proving, and I could have said like this example shows something, or then I could say the conclusion is that with this rule this happens. So something I learned was to change an equation into standard form and slope-intercept form. I also learned how to turn an equation into a table and then graph it onto a graph connecting the dots. So the example I have here is 2x plus 3 equals y. So to turn that into slope-intercept form, we minus 2x, we write it as y equals 2x plus 3, and then in standard form it's 2x minus y equals 3. So now to put it into a table, we substitute in the numbers. So 2 times 0 equals plus 3 equals 3, and then 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5, and then 2 is 4 plus 3 is 8. That's not 7. And then minus 2 plus 1, and then minus 4 plus that equals, that's minus 1. So then to graph it is we look at the points. So when
If we would graph it, like, what's the pattern?
plus 2.
Okay, where can we find the pattern in the equation?
How many x there is over the amount of y. So the pattern would be 2 divided by 1, which the pattern would be plus 2.
Okay, and then can we see that? Where can we see that in the table?
When the number increases and how much it increases by.
Good.
So the first point is when the x-axis is 0, you go up by 3, and then the x-axis is 1, it's 5, and then when it's 2, it's 7, and it's minus 1 is 1, and then 2 is minus 2, and then we can connect it's wonky. So that's how you from equation to a table and a graph.
Why would it be wonky?
Because I didn't graph the points correctly.
Okay.
So the goal I set for myself in the beginning of semester, at the end of semester 1 was I wanted to improve on my criteria C, which is communicating math and setting out my work in a clear and easy to understand way. And I've been working towards that too, setting out my notebook in a clear and organized manner. And when I'm doing a test, I write out clearly, not writing something here and there. And for the last quarter, I would like to improve my score to maybe a 7 or 8 and just try to enjoy the unit and do my best.
Cool.